Hey guys, Urban Combat Survivor here. I've done this video twice already, and I've deleted it because it didn't go in the direction that I wanted it to go. So I'm going to redo this, and I'm just going to stick right to this, the facts that I've found about this situation. Jared Loughner. You know, there was a lot of back and forth in the comments on my last video about this guy. A lot of accusations, a lot of attempts to reframe the debate or personally attack people rather than stick to the issue. So I'm going to start this video by saying this. The guy's a nut job. Okay? This dude's a nut job. This guy doesn't really represent any demographic other than crazy people. Having said that, Jared Loughner is a communist, in my opinion. I'm going to tell you how I got there. While everyone else was trying to blame, you know, the media, as soon as this happened, everyone from the sheriff in the case through MSNBC, CNN, NPR, across the board, man, these guys were calling him a Tea Partier or a teabagger. They were calling him a Republican. I think some folks were saying he was a Republican. He was a Christian conservative. Now it comes out that he attended the same Jewish synagogue that the congresswoman he shot did, and that synagogue tried to cover it up. That's a whole different video, but for now, let's draw the simple connections to communism for you. An interview given by a guy who claims to be his best friend, and no one's refuted that to this point, so I'm going to take that at face value. That guy said that Jared wasn't political. He didn't listen to talk radio. Neither do I, for that matter. He didn't watch television. I don't watch television. And he was neither left nor right. I don't consider myself left or right either. Yet I am certainly a political person. So, you know, there's really a bunch of non-speak in there until you get to one little thing that the media very happily skipped right past. And that's this. His best friend said that he watched a movie called Zeitgeist the movie, and that it had a profound impact on Jared's thinking and the way he views the world. Now here we're getting into the meat and potatoes of it. Zeitgeist the movie is a documentary-style movie about a thing called the Venus Project, created by a guy named Jacque Fresco. Jacque Fresco is a communist. He doesn't call it communism, but he is a globalist communist. What he advocates is a thing called a resource-based economy. You can't call it communism anymore because, well, hell, everybody knows communism's ridiculous. So he calls it a resource-based economy in which nobody owns anything. Every resource on the planet belongs to the people at large. And they then use those resources to create the goods that the people need. Are you seeing communism in this? Yeah, communism. Yeah, definitely. Right there. Hello. Then he further creates another group inside the Venus Project called the Zeitgeist movement. The Zeitgeist movement is an activist community that actively tries to lobby governments and NGOs away from the monetary system and into a resource-based economy. They're trying to get laws passed locally, state level, and federal level in this country towards a resource-based economy. They want to remove the monetary system because money is evil. Nobody should own money. Nobody should own property. It should belong to everyone. Anyone who is arguing that this isn't communism is one of two things. They're either lying through their fucking teeth at you, or they're extremely misinformed and do not take the time to read anything for themselves. Whichever one's the case, in my opinion, both of those people need to be viewed through the filter of critical analysis. So, I'm going to put the links in there. I'll tell you what, I'll even put links to Wikipedia. How about that? I don't like Wikipedia. But even with the standard bias from the left on this one, anyone can read between the lines. This is basically a propaganda piece. All the stuff on Wikipedia is their propaganda. Read it with a critical eye and see what they're saying. They're saying no one should own anything. There shouldn't be any money. Well, of course, someone's going to have to oversee this, right? Yeah, someone oversaw it in the United Socialist Soviet Republic. Communism. Wait, socialism and communism aren't the same, are they? Yes, it's all collectivism, people. You either believe that you have the right to take things from others and distribute it how you see fit, or you do not. The whole debate is that simple. Individual or communist. One or the other. The two are not compatible. You know, some arguments were made. I'm going to get into this real quick before I end the video. Some arguments were made in private messages and in comments that, you know, there's a fine line. You don't want to cross into communism, but you do need to worry about providing for the community. No, you do not. The government does not provide for the community. Charity provides for people who cannot provide for themselves. Once you take it from me, it's no longer charity, it's theft. Or, if it's done governmentally, it's communism. If you let me choose my own, I'll give to the charities that I believe in. And the ones I don't, oh well, they're not getting my money. That's not how it works when the government takes your dollars and they decide to distribute them where they think your money needs to go. That's not individualism, and that's not caring for the community. That's communism. So I just wanted to throw that in there before the end of the video. So I'll put the links in. They'll be right under the video here. To Wikipedia on Jacque Fresco, on the Venus Project, on the Zeitgeist movement. And that should give you plenty enough information that you guys, look, we don't have time, people on here making videos. We don't have time to give this to you piece by piece by piece and put the whole puzzle together for you. But that damn sure will give you all the information you need to go and see. According to his best friend, this series of movies, documentaries, profoundly impacted Jared's thinking. Well, yes, he was crazy, but he's a crazy communist. I'm just saying, he's a communist. He could have been a crazy capitalist. He could have been a crazy Mormon, whatever. But in this case, he was a crazy communist. And I just happen to think communism is a fucking disease. Urban Comment Survivor, signing off.